Hey everybody, happy Sunday. So let me go ahead and start off with the petition update first. Just a second. Okay, we are currently at, share this. $32,333 signatures. So what I'm going to do is, I did not send out an email yesterday. My new email will just be going over, I want everyone to sign the petition and share the petition. So basically I need to get more traction and more signatures and more people talking about this. Keep it going. Yeah. So that will be later on today where I will send out an email. Okay. First things first, I'm going to, so here's the petition for those who have not signed it. It's change.org/Shanquella. That's change.org/Shanquella. So make sure you are sharing that petition. It has drastically slowed down in signatures. Usually when I send out an email and I have people to share it, it usually picks up some more signatures. So I will do that later on today. Hey, do the right thing. Marie, Louisiana lady, Myron. Okay, you DM me. Okay, I'll check my DMs. Hey, Katie, Baby Shay, Arnie Trez, and Panther Queen, and K-Sam Card. Yeah, so today or later on today, I will be calling into another channel. So hopefully me share other channels helping to share the petition will get more signatures. So let me go ahead and start off with the, hey Betty, let me start off with the Cardi B response to Shanquella. Hey Sharon. So Cardi B had like just a short response, and to me, I'll give my opinion in a second once I show. Hold on. Now I love me some Cardi B. Now I like Cardi B, so it's not that. But wait a second, hold on.
Sit here and said they was picking out what they was wearing to the funeral. They sit down here and we was talking about what colors we was gonna wear and what we was gonna do, and they sit here and say pick out what they was wearing to the funeral.
So basically, Cardi's response was just the top. I guess she like shared a reel and it says the fucking nerve. So if I'm wrong about this, let me know in the comments or in the chat. But is this her only response? Is this Cardi's only response to this whole entire time? Or do I need to go back check and look and see if she said something else? Hey, Sushi, Jezebel. So let me know, is this her only response? So if this is her only response, I would say that she needs to, I'm not like trying to be bossy, but I would expect more from someone with a larger platform to speak more on this topic. If you are going to mention it or discuss it, at least like try to bring more attention to it with your platform. So Marie said it's her only response. And Baby Shay says on her response, and Marie said it too. So yeah, that is do better, Cardi B. Now I love you, Cardi B, but use your platform, your bigger platform, to highlight more onto the Shanquella Robinson case. You have a voice, you have a platform, and you can actually bring a lot of attention to it, even more so than it is now. So yeah, I'm glad she acknowledged it and everything else, and she doesn't have to speak on it. It's her platform. She can do what she wants to do. I just say I expect more out of larger platforms, that when they speak, it could be more than just the fucking nerve and then just 3 words and that's it. There's a lot to say and there's a lot to speak on this topic, so it can definitely be better and more larger response. So let's go ahead and move on to Kelly Price and my opinion on that one.
decline over the years. It started many, many years ago, right? I'm not going to even act like it just started. But I'm talking about stuff that changes lives and trajectories and all of that. I remember when the craze started. Hey, that's my. I remember all of that, right? And when it first started, I was like, yeah, I wish I would. Like, seriously, don't call me that. Because if a brother call you that, you're going to spaz. It wasn't funny. It wasn't a joke. It wasn't endearing. It was none of those things. And we normalized it. There is a disconnect somewhere. What is the definition of the word friend?
And yes, go ahead. And this is the channel it came from. It's IG Talk TV. So yeah, they are the one that captured this. So yeah, on.
Hey everybody. So I really wanted to pose this question because I want to know what you guys think about it. It has perplexed me for the last few weeks, more so than it has in a very long time, as I've been watching the Shanquella Robinson situation play out on television. Shanquella Robinson, a beautiful, intellectual, and from everything we've heard, she's beautiful. She was intelligent. She had her whole life in front of her. And it was ended by people that she regarded as friends, okay? And this has been bothering me because somebody that can get so angry like that, to the degree of doing real bodily harm and then you, I don't think there's an actor talented enough to convince me that they like me. If they don't, or if they hate me, or if they want to see something bad happen to me. And I do realize that, you know, sometimes things really can be hidden right in plain sight, but I can't even imagine what her parents are going through right now. She went on vacation with these young people. These are people that she hung around at home in the neighborhood. These were her friends. She called them her friends. And they went away out of the country. Who would go out of the country? Who would go that far away from home, from everything that they know, everything that they love, and everything that they regard as sacred and safe and security for them? Who would go away with someone that far away from home, that far away from all of those things, not believing that if something were to happen to you while you were traveling with them, they wouldn't look out for you while you're traveling? And so to know that this young lady took a trip with these individuals, and not only were they responsible for causing her bodily harm, but ultimately for her death. What scares me about it is that, based on what I just said, I have to 100% believe that Shanquella believed that those people that she was on vacation with were her friends. And clearly they weren't, right? So I've been seeing this decline over the years. It started many, many years ago, right? I'm not going to act like it just started. But it's scary to me because I feel like that it's in the culture. It's acceptable, like the mean girl thing, right? Like seriously, the mean girl thing. I'm not talking about dumb, stupid stuff. I'm talking about stuff that changes lives and trajectories and all of that, right? So I remember when the craze started among women specifically, right? Hey, that's my. I remember all of that, right? And when it first started, I was like, yeah, I wish I would. Like, seriously, don't call me that. Because if a brother call you that, you're going to spaz. And if you were in my age category or before, my generation, you would say the same thing. If anybody called you that, it was time to throw hands. Like, it wasn't funny, it wasn't a joke, it wasn't endearing, it was none of those things. And we normalized it, right? So now nobody really cares. Women call each other that all the time. They're like, that's my, and it's cool. But it really isn't, right? If I am to believe that out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks, if you call me I have to believe that that's what you actually believe I am, which means you're not my friend, right? So I'm getting to my point, but I'm trying to lay it out so that you can understand what my thought process is, because I really, really want to know. Like, educate me. Educate me. If I got this wrong, I don't want to be wrong about it. But there's something wrong. There is a disconnect somewhere. What is the definition of the word friend? Because I've watched it decline now for years, and people are legit calling people friends that don't check for them like that at all. And that's not something that we did when we were growing up. Like, if you didn't mess with me and I didn't mess with you, it was cool. You stay over in your corner, I'll stay over in mine, and we don't have to fool with each other. But to get to a point of where you're taking trips with people and doing all of that kind of stuff, and to know that there are people who could be around you that are harboring this level of resentment or anger or anything, to the degree that it can end up in somebody being harmed. And in this case, it was. Y'all better understand something. Jealousy is as cruel as the grave. That's the Bible, whether you read it or not. If you read another book, there's got to be something in that book that's going to tell you something similar to that, because it's really about principle. It's not even, that's not religion. That is spiritual principle that should reside, I think, inside of human shells, right? Like, where is the milk of human kindness? Where is just being decent to people and treating people decently just because they are another human being?
Yeah, I would say, and I agree that the word friend is used too loosely. A lot of people are not your friend. And I think that when you, even like when you first meet someone and you get along, I would say that this person is more of like an acquaintance, but definitely not a friend. I think people should really earn that title of being your friend. And the way that Dejanay was hitting Shanquella with so much aggression, so much anger, so much rage, just you can hear the hits, like that you can just hear her just pounding on her, like kneeing her, like even though it's like kneeing her in the directly in the face, like kneeing her in the head face area, throwing her by her neck. It was just so much rage and anger. That's definitely not a friend. And even if two friends were to fight, it wouldn't be with so much rage and anger. That was a lot of anger and rage. I don't even know what to say. Yeah. Just very reckless, very careless. So yeah, people just need to be careful about who they call a friend and who they trust. And like the thing is, Khalil was supposed to be her friend, and also even Nazir, both were saying that they knew her for a long time. So even people you might eat with and break bread with, even those people sometimes can be fake friends or just people around to use you. And from what I got from Khalil, his post after she was murdered, and even before, he's a user. He was just using her to start a business, using her for trips, and just using her. So yeah, he's a user. So you have to also be careful about friends that only seem to want you for only come to you when they want something and need something, and no other time like that. Yeah, so there definitely seemed like a lot of underlying jealousy, even that the night before when she came in there, and Dejanay was talking about swimsuits, and she was acting like she didn't want to go swimming. And then later on, we see Shanquella in the pool by herself with just Khalil recording. So there was already a lot of, even in that video, there was a lot of angst and tension built up already. Jealousy, exactly. So yeah, I agree that with that. As far as using the word be, it's up to each person. Like some people don't like to be called that, even as a term of endearment, and some people do. So I really won't get all into that. But I do know, like, even with the N word, a lot of people have turned that into a word of endearment as well as a way of like taking ownership of a word. So that's a whole nother topic. So I really won't get into that debate. Yeah, she did not want to hit back, and that will actually help in this case because her stating specifically that she was not going to hit back and she was not participating actually proves the point that it was actually just a direct attack, as the arrest warrant states, that it was not a fight. A fight needs two people. She was not fighting. That was an attack on her person. So her saying no, she can't, Dejanay can't argue self-defense. She can't say that she was in harm's way, that she felt threatened for her life. She can't argue any of those things. None of those things can be argued. So she has no defense for her actions. Even if it was just words, it still would not be a defense unless it was like a threat and she could actually carry it out with the threat. Like, I'm going to kill you, and that person could actually kill you in that moment. It was actually serious. Other than that, there is no way for her to get out of that. There's no self-defense. There's no immediate threat. There's nothing. She had plenty of time to walk away and leave, so she was not in any threat. She has no defense. If all you have to do is just prove that her injuries in that video were enough to cause her death, and she has no defense otherwise. Nope. So that's what the video does prove. There's no defense to it. Her actions. She was not threatened by her and everything else. Okay, so let's go into the next thing. Hey, hey Teniki, yo, what's hot, y'all? Thank y'all for the love and support. And to you, Dani, thank you for thinking of me. I'm always back. I'm almost back, but I appreciate you all. Well, hopefully you'll be all the way back soon, and I'll be checking you out, Teniki. Is it Shani or Shani? Hey. Okay, let's see. Yeah, she absolutely did say she did not want to fight back. Exactly. Fair weather friend, acquaintance, and that's pretty much it. So let's see. And also Khalil, if you look back at his pictures, he is really giving me weak, like a weak ass nigga. He's like really weak. And I can see why he looks like a freaking coward. Look through all his pictures, like from childhood and up. He looks like a freaking coward. I can see why he just stood there. And also on top of that, faking a user as well. Let's see. Okay, so I went over Kelly Price and Cardi B. And let me look at this one. So I don't know who all was here to go over. Wait, let me see this one. I don't know who all heard the phone calls to that, the manager. So basically, press 1 if you heard the phone calls to the manager. If not, I'll replay the phone calls. Let me show y'all this. So this right here is actually the funeral home where she was taken to after she left the State Department. Right here. So this is where she was at when her father found her. And this is where the nice lady that worked there, that he found and said was really nice and helped him through the whole process. Yeah, and I talked to her too. She is really nice. But yeah, this is the place where she was taken to. And I'm glad that they had at least someone in the process that was helpful to him, you know. So if you don't know about the process, you have to watch my other videos to see the process of how she went to the State Department. And then from there, the State Department transported her here. And this funeral home is kind of like, they refer a lot of, if you're an American and you die in the area or get murdered in the area, pass away, no matter the circumstance, natural or otherwise, they have certain funeral homes that cater to or really know the procedures and protocols of dealing with an American that passes away on Mexican soil. So then you go to these funeral homes, and then they will help with the whole thing process. So yeah, that's that one. But yeah, don't call this place or anything in that like that. I'm just showing you where she was sent off to the State Department. Okay, so let's see. Let me look at the comments. So Sharon, it's pronounced Shani. Great job. I just wanted to say that you're doing the right thing, and more people should stand up for what's right. Thanks for recognizing what I'm doing. And yes, a lot of people are emailing and calling and everything else. And I will send out another email today as soon as I can with any updates I have. But pretty much, if you watch my videos, you get updates. Those that don't, they need to check the email. Let's see. She had so much hate to keep going the way she went for it. Shanquella thought that she would stop. She never did, and she relied on her so-called friend to stop it. Exactly. He gives off soft vibes. He does. Actually, go look back at his pictures from childhood up. He's soft. Justice for Shanquella. Okay, so everyone has heard it. The cause. I don't understand how more people are not talking about this. A lot of people were talking about it, but now there's not really new updates on Shanquella to actually discuss it. Most people report on or give commentary on news, and there's not a lot of new news. The latest thing was actually the rally, and Shanquella rally. That was the latest piece of news. Let's see. Moving on to the next thing on the docket. Okay, so somebody wanted to know. Wait, let me go ahead and do the database. Somebody wanted to know the database. So if she is ever extradited, we need to know some information about Mexican databases. So that way we can search up information. And usually people don't share this type of resource, but I don't really care about not sharing the resource. I don't care if other creators or other people use the resources to report on it. So I'll go ahead and share that information, or even like viewers and subscribers. But that's if she's ever put over there or extradited. Let's see. Not a lot you can really do on the weekends as far as calls go, but you can still email. But that doesn't mean that anyone will actually respond on the weekend. So let me show you that database 1 second. Hey, do the right thing. And I think I saw Ernestine. Yeah. Miss Daly. Elizabeth was better to the family than the so-called friends. Yes, she was. And like, even though I had like only like a short conversation with her, I can tell that she's nice. Hey, Jim. Pleasant person. So, and even just the fact that, hey, little boss lady, and just the fact that she was nice to the father shows too. And then just me, even like through the phone, she was nice. Okay, so let me pull up this other database. Now, if you recall, I did state that there are different databases, and Gerardo posted like this J664 /2022. He posted that, right? And I was trying to find that file number or case number and checking out different databases. So let me show you another one. And I'm actually have to find. I had found another one too, but I would have to go through my history to find out what I clicked on because I was just clicking away. So I need to find the other one. So let me show y'all this one. So here we go. Let's see here. So we have the consultation of records data. It says select the circuit. It says, and again, as you can see, it says judicial circuits. Okay, so let's go to. We scroll down this list. We can see the 26th Circuit, Baja California Sur. Click on that and then consult while I search or whatever. So then it brings us here. So once we're here, we would just click to find. And it says 26th Circuit Court, First District Court in the state of Baja California Sur. And it says select the file type. And remember, go back to Gerardo's article. He said the file number. He said file number. Okay. So that's why I said select file type. And that's drop down box right here. Let me switch this because this is hiding my. Let me hide. So yeah, it says select the file type. It says criminal case. It's not really showing the drop down when I do it here. Y'all can't see it. But basically it's a drop down box there. Hold on. But I can show you. It says indirect protection. Then it has criminal case, commercial contest, complaint for non-compliance with the General Declaration of Unconstitutionality, enforcement of sentences, extinction of domain, commercial oral trial, precautionary measures, extradition procedures, and civil or administrative proceedings. So this is another database, right? So he said it was a criminal case and file type. So I did select that, and it says indicate the file number. And I tried different methods of entering the file number, including adding that extra 0. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, you need to watch other videos. So I added that extra 0 in there, and I did the 4/2022, and then I clicked it. I'm not a freaking robot, and nothing came up. But yeah, I checked this one, and I checked another one. I have to find the other one. And I had to keep on going back into this and back into this to try the different options, blah, blah. And then I also went to this other thing about warrants and blah, blah, nothing. So that's when I messaged him, like I said. That's when I messaged him and I was like, I'm not finding this information. And then he said it's not in any database yet. So I was like, okay. And that was the end of that. So he was saying it was not online yet. So maybe he's telling the truth. Maybe he's not telling the truth. We will see. Later on, if there's a case information that pops up and it has the same case number and file number, then he was telling the truth. If it pops up and it has a different one, then maybe he wasn't telling the truth. But it's not online now. And I did confirm that with him. He said, yeah, it's not online. Basically saying he didn't get it from online. He got it from his quote unquote source. And I'll leave it at that, keeping it cute. And okay, so let's move on to the next thing on the docket. Ooh, I'm actually getting through these kind of fast today. Now, the next thing I need to actually do while I'm live, I have not really looked into it yet, to be honest. So basically, the next comment from somebody was saying, who is the owner of Cabo Villa. And so, yeah, I'm going to show the deleted web page, the page that they deleted from their website, as a refresher. This is a refresher for people that did not see the deleted page. So, basically, to catch up, all you have to do is watch the videos with Cabo Villa in the title, and then you'll be able to see what I was talking about with Cabo Villa. So yeah, this is the deleted page. It just basically tells like who's the president of the company and all the employee names and what contact number best to reach them at, and that information. So they took this page down. So like I said, if you go try to click on it, it will say file not found. It took it down completely. So Julie Bird, president, Rick Allen, chief marketing officer, Lisa Johnson, chief financial officer. So what I got from it is that they are afraid of being sued. And as Dr. Valaro said, they hold some responsibility. And he also mentioned some kind of hotel insurance and other things. So most likely that's why they are covering up. And like I said, they have the 24/7 concierge. They have the maid that allegedly found the body that works for them. And most likely the concierge is who referred them to the doctor as like a referral. And I spoke to the concierge people, and they did not answer that question whether or not they referred. Okay, so they answered another question, but they ignored that one. So yeah, this is I already had a screen recorded because I figured they would delete it, because when I found it, it was already halfway deleted, but it was not completely deleted from Google yet. So that's when I screen recorded, because I saw that they were trying to remove it. And then after I made a video on it, lo and behold, they deleted it completely from their website. So these are all the people, and I clicked on each one, and then I would scroll down to show their main contact number for their thing. And then the ones that are in Mexico, they actually can be contacted through WhatsApp. Okay, so I'm not saying to contact these people. I already did, because I'm nosy. But yeah, and I was seeing things, checking things out for myself. Giovanni right here is a guest service manager. He's like the head concierge person, the main person that people contact when they're at Villa Linda, and that's his WhatsApp number. I talked to him because that's the main one I saw in the reviews for Villa Linda. And then another one that was in the reviews is Angel, and not Hector, but not him, but the next one is another concierge. So they took this down because they don't want people to see this information, obviously, this reason. They also deleted the listing for Villa Linda, and they deleted some other pages that had information on the company. To me, they're trying to cover up like who people, but to me, like that's nonsense, because you can actually just go find out who owns a corporation and then contact through their agent, register agents through the corporation to get a hold of who to sue anyways. You don't really need to find the precise person or exact person. So that's pretty much it. This is the page, like I said, that was deleted. So somebody wanted to know who is the owner, though. So I can show who is the owner, or at least try to find out who's the owner really quickly. Yeah, these concierge people. And by the way, the response time, when I contacted two of the concierge people, they replied in 1 minute. In 1 minute. So they are on top of their game. Well, I don't know if they changed it because of what happened, or if they were already like this. But I would say they were kind of like this already. And the reason I say that is because I read the reviews for Cabo, that villa, and it said that the concierge people are quick to respond. Okay. So most likely when they were at that villa and they called their concierge, that person quickly responded to them. So I'm sure that's probably what they're going to find. And like I said, the reviews were helpful because it also said like some maid's name. So most likely the maid was probably named Lucy, because that's the one people constantly mention, and she was the one that came like in the afternoons to clean, and then they said that she was mostly always on time. So I've just been trying to piece together my own timeline, like I said, the funeral home where she went, after the State Department. So I'm like piecing things. And let's see. So let me go ahead and go to see if I can find the owner of Cabo Villa. 1 second. So yeah, so we Google Cabo Villas, California. Oh, I'm not showing that. Hold on. Sure. Okay, so if we Google Cabo Villas, California, it comes up with this address, 567 Auto Center Drive. And there's a name on the building. It says Earth, Sea, and Sky Vacations. I'm trying to see a different angle. Come on. No. Anyways, it says Earth, Sea, and Sky Vacations. Usually it lets me zone in and then turn it, flip it, flip. Okay, yeah, I see it. Earth, Sea, and Sky Vacations. So let's see. Let's see who owns Earth, Sea, and Sky Vacations. Okay, let's go to the business filings for California. This is in California. Okay, we have Earth, Sea, and Sky Vacations Incorporated, and company number, incorporation date, November 24, 2008. Foreign for profit. So it says jurisdiction, Florida, and then it says branch, Hoffman Ventures Incorporated. So it's a branch of that. So, and then the chairman, well, it says, yeah, Chairman Michelle Hoffman. And this is inactive. So let's go ahead and click on the branch. So the main, it's under the branch of Hoffman. So let's go to Hoffman. Company number, incorporation date, August 30th, 2000. Stock corporation. That's that same address at 567 Auto Center Drive. The agent name, Michelle again. So she's the agent and also the chairperson, chairman, chairwoman. So yeah, directors, officers, Michelle Hoffman, agent, and also she's the chief executive officer. Oh, Michelle is holding too many positions. So Michelle must be somebody in charge. Sometimes companies have a registered agent and that person receives the mail for the company only. They're not like the head hunter, but this person said chairman, and also their name is next to chief executive officer. So this looks like someone that has a high position and also is the agent that maintaining control. So Michelle, I will see. Here's some documents, and there's a late one. Let me see if I click on this one. It says our legacy online system has been replaced by our new BizFile online system at BizFile. So let me go to the new replacement. Okay, business entities. So let's do free business search and copies. So let's see, search by name or file number. Okay, what name did I say it was? I think I said Hoffman Ventures. So it says Hoffman Ventures. Okay, 2 are terminated, and then 1 is active, another inactive, and 1 converted out. So it looks like the active one is under agent, of course, Michelle Hoffman. And yeah. And also pay attention, all the agents' names besides 1 that says is blank, the last name is Hoffman. So to me, this is coming across as a family-owned corporation. Everybody's named Hoffman on this list as former agents or whatever. Yeah. So it's coming across so far. Now this is just on, like, I'm just looking into this, okay? Just thinking out loud. So yeah, Hoffman is showing. So let me click on the active one. Okay, initial filing date, August 30th, 2000, status active, formed in California, entity type, stock corporation, that's the same information. Okay, let's go ahead and view history. And it has an address. Let me copy this address because I'm nosy. I'm gonna copy this address so I don't have to come back. And then view history. I'm not even showing anything. Have y'all not seen anything this whole time? It keeps saying I'm sharing, but it's not. Have y'all not seen anything this whole time? Okay, so it says, wait 1 second. Let me show y'all this because I don't know if y'all saw. Okay, it says these are all the names right here, Hoffman as the agent in the right-hand column. Everyone named, last name is Hoffman besides this one right here that is blank, okay? And then all of these are converted out, and then that's the only active one, the one with Michelle as the agent, as we saw. And then inactive, terminated, okay? Let's go back here. And let me go show you this just in case I wasn't showing it before, because some people might want to look at it themselves. Okay, so this is where I went first. It says Earth, Sea, and Sky Vacations, the name that was on the building, correct? And then if you scroll down, it says branch of Hoffman Ventures Incorporated. So it's a branch of that. So that's when I clicked on Hoffman Ventures Incorporated. And then once I got to Hoffman Ventures Incorporated, when I discussed it, I scrolled down and I saw that Michelle Hoffman was the agent, chief executive officer. And then remember on the other listing for the old, the name under the branch that was on the building, she was the chairman. So I said that she has too many positions to just be an agent of the company. She must have more authority. So then that's when I scrolled down and I tried to view these documents. at the bottom right here. And when I click the documents, because I wanted to see it, obviously because I'm nosy and I'm looking into something. And then that's when it brought me to here. And it said that this is a legacy. Basically, the website is this is not on its website anymore, this information. And then it led me to BizFile online right here. And then that's where I searched for the business under business entities. And then it says search by file name or file number. Then I searched for the company, and then now you're all caught up to where I'm at. Okay, so that's when I said that all the former agents were Hoffman. So I think it's like a family-owned corporation, but we will see for ourselves. And let me go to the only active one is this one, and it says in the right-hand side, it has some information. I can zoom in on. And I'm copying this address because it says principal address and mailing address, which is odd because usually the agent has a different address because that person receives the business filings or mailed as a registered agent. But anywho, and then it says Michelle Hoffman. So, and then at the bottom it says view history. In these cases, it lets you view documents. Okay, and it says initial filing, which is usually when they start the business. It says download. So let me go ahead and download that and see. Let me go ahead and download all of them at once so I can don't have to keep going. This one is the statement of information. And let me download this one, the amendment for June 13th. And the last one is statement of information. And that's for recent, actually, October 18th. So let me open this one first. Articles of incorporation of Earth, Sea, and Sky Vacations Incorporated. The name of this corporation is Earth, Sea, and Sky Vacations Incorporated. The purpose of this corporation is to engage in any lawful act or activity for which a corporation may be organized under the General Corporation Law of California, other than the banking business, the trust company business, or the practice of a profession permitted to be incorporated by the California Corporation Code. The name and address in this state of this corporation's initial agent for service or process is Donald Hershett. So he's the one that was like signing the initial articles of incorporation. So Donald, let's see. This corporation is authorized to issue only one class of shares, which shall be designated common shares. The total authorized number of such shares that may be issued is 100,000. Okay, so Donald is the one that did that. Okay, let's go to the next document. Okay, statement of information, no change. There has been no change in any of the information contained in the previous complete statement of information filed with the California Secretary of State. Okay, next one. What's this one? Corporation name, Earth, Sea, and Sky Vacations, Incorporated. Amendment details. Article 1 of the Articles of Incorporation is amended to read Corporation name, Hoffman Ventures. So yeah, they changed their name to Hoffman Ventures, or to read that. And that was, it says approval statements. The board of directors has approved the amendment of the Articles of Incorporation. Share approval was required to vote by shareholders, blah, blah. Okay, so that was June 16, 2022. President and Chief Executive Officer Michelle Hoffman. But something must have changed because now they have the president as that one lady. So maybe she had hired somebody recently, we'll see, to be the president. And then so she can have more of like the head honcho, just being that position, like the top like CEO. So let me see here. And we have one more document. And what is this one? Okay, corporation name, Hoffman Ventures Incorporated, 330 Flume Road. Michelle Hoffman, Chief Executive Officer, Secretary, Chief Financial Officer. And yeah. So anyways, let me Google this address, 330 Flume Road. Come on, I thought I already copied this, didn't I? Yeah, I think I did. Let me Google this. Okay, well, I'm using Bing. Okay, so we have Zillow. Let's see what Zillow. So for Zillow, it says 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 2,559 square feet. Is that a home? Looks like a home. Zestimate estimate is the 1,000. Oh, 1 million. My bad. I'm talking about $1,429,000. So the estimated value is like $1 million, over $1 million, I guess. But that's just the estimate. So yeah, this looks like somebody that might be definitely the owner. Yeah. Yeah, it does. Let me try realtor.com. Let me try Remax. And then realtor. Let's see. Estimated home value $1,611,000. Yeah, so it looks like it's actually a home, not like a place of business, but they're using it as to get their mail there. So yeah, let's go back. So let me Google Hoffman Ventures to see if I can specifically find concrete, solid proof that the Hoffmans are the owner, not just like a CEO or whatever. Let's see. Search the well for Hoffman Ventures Incorporated, and let me look at this one. Okay, Hoffman Ventures Incorporated. It says doing business as Al's Millwork. What the heck is Al's Millwork? And it says company description, key principal is Doug Hoffman. What the heck is Al's Millwork? Let me copy that. Well, this might actually go further than I thought. Or they have multiple businesses. That could be it. I don't know. Let me just stick to this first Hoffman Ventures. Ooh, child. So let me go back on. So he's the key principal. I think this might be something. Hoffman Ventures. Well, I think this is a different one. Maybe it's the same, but maybe they changed. Let me get off this one. Let me check one more thing. So let me check LinkedIn for anybody on LinkedIn that might be under that business. Okay. Okay, we're going to search for Hoffman Ventures in the search right here. And click it. So here we have Richard Hoffman. It says owner of Hoffman Ventures at Hoffman Ventures Incorporated. And obviously, look at the name. Hoffman Ventures obviously is owned by Hoffman. But that's not always the case. But yeah, owner of Hoffman Ventures is Richard Hoffman. Well, this was at that time. It doesn't give a date. It says Richard has not posted lately. He has 3 followers. Okay, so basically the Hoffmans look like they are the owner, obviously the owners of their own thing, Hoffman Ventures Incorporated. The previous name used to be that Earth, Wind, and Sky, or whatever I said. Then they changed it over to Hoffman Ventures. So it looks like they are the owners of the Cabo Villas. Let me check one more thing. So that's good evidence right there. But let me see one thing I can do. Now, since we have the name Hoffman, let's go ahead and search for Cabo Villas and then the name Hoffman like together. Let's see if anything pops up. Okay. Cabo Villas announces leadership reorganization for future innovation. It says October 19, 2021. And these are definitely some of the same people we saw on that deleted web page. Yep. I know that Julie person with that short bob. I saw her. I think that's her name. So let's see. For over 35 years, our company has specialized in Los Cabos, Mexico vacation rentals and luxury travel at the heart of our business. Our commitment has always been to provide an outstanding experience to our clients. We love sharing our passion for this unique destination, offering breathtaking natural beauty and unforgettable activities. Skip down some. It says, as part of our continued commitment to our treasured guests, Cabovillas.com is announcing an exciting leadership restructuring. This executive leadership reorganization positions the company for ongoing growth with a continued focus on exceptional customer service and forward-looking innovation as a prestigious industry leader in the vacation rental management space. Michelle Hoffman remains in the role of Chief Executive Officer. Julie Bird, formerly Vice President of Sales, has been named Chief Operating Officer. So yeah, you can see that for yourself. Hoffman says, I'm excited to announce these important new positions that empower us to successfully navigate the ever-changing travel market and build on our 35 years of innovation. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So from this, what I gather is that the Hoffmans obviously own Cabo Villas. Yeah, that they own the Cabo Villas, and they changed their name from that Earth, Wind, or whatever I said, and then to Hoffman Ventures. But I also saw a different name too, called Nocturne something Cabo Villas as well. Yeah. And this is actually on their blog. It says blog.cabovillas.com. So this page is still up. Ooh. So Cabo Villas, y'all watching, yeah, y'all probably are going to delete this now, but this is still on there telling some of your information for your company, who works there and everything else, some people. So you didn't completely wipe this out. Ooh. Now let's see if y'all come and changed it. And it's already recorded because it's recorded on this video. So yeah, this page is already recorded. So that's about it. I think I covered everything. So yeah, the family wants to sue Cabo Villas. They are in the United States, and they can sue this corporation in the United States. We don't have to worry about like jurisdiction a little. I don't think so, or anything, because yeah, it'll be easier to sue a company that's in the United States. Yep. So I'm sure they hold some liability, responsibility in what happened. If you are innocent of all things and you did not do anything wrong as a company, why all the ducking and dodging and hiding and deleting? So yeah, I hope their parents do sue you, because I feel like y'all have some kind of hand in it, you know it. I might not know exactly what your part in it is, but you know, and that's why you're ducking and dodging. Well, as this LinkedIn says, it says owner of Hoffman Ventures, okay, which was Richard Hoffman. So, and the Hoffman family has been passing along as an agent for years. So it looks like a family-owned corporation. And then one address goes back to where Michelle lives, is actually $1 million home, or estimated $1 million home. So anyways, let me look at the comments, and then I'm going to be out here. Make sure you keep on signing and sharing the petition at change.org /Shanquella. That's change.org /Shanquella. Hey, Tribal. Hey, sincere. Wait, so uniquely me. Sincerely me, my mind. Wow, that's interesting. They went that far. Yeah, they deleted that page. How sketchy are they that they removed the page from their company website? Exactly. And actually, in my last video on Cabo Villa, I actually showed a link where it says meet us, and I click it and it says file not found. Yep. Yes, keep signing and sharing the petition. They'll come back later and rebrand. Well, we will be able to see. If Gerardo has it already, it should be online. It makes me look side-eye at this intel. He's saying that he has an inside source of information, but he cannot give information on that person or say anything else about it. Yeah. And that happens sometimes when you have an anonymous source. You can't really give too many details on it. But online, sometimes most people expect a receipt to something. And then there were times where he said something and then he came back and said it wasn't true. Like, so then that ruined his credibility. It's not the fact that he had an anonymous source. It's the fact that some things didn't check out. Like, she's not arrested, for one. That was the big one. She's not arrested. She's not detained. She's not in custody. So that ruined his credibility. Okay, salute to Dani. Keep up the good work. Oh, y'all, I forgot. Let me forget the doctor. So basically, if you remember, I called the doctor, and he's a doctor and he's a manager of that hospital, right? So I called him, and y'all heard the calls, and he was pretending like he didn't know anything about what I was talking about, anything about Shanquella. I'm like, how can you be the manager and you don't know anything about this national case? That does not make sense. You'll be the first one told, the first one to know. Hello. But he just played it off like he was dumb. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, I even thought a couple of times, like, you should know this is like a national news. But he like, oh, I didn't know, like, playing dumb. So I actually did send him links through WhatsApp. I sent him like articles, the death certificate. I sent him the let me pull it up. Hold on, let me pull it. I spent some time sending him links and articles, New York Post, crime law. I sent him like the wiki. There's like a wiki article, and they actually did a good job on that Wikipedia article already up on her. I sent him that. Mainly all the articles I can find about Dr. Kevorkian, right? And then, oh yeah, I sent him the arrest warrant press release statement, and then the death certificate, and he didn't respond to any of that at all. And remember the phone call, he's like, oh, I'm gonna take this seriously, la 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 la. Let me call him now and see if he answers. I bet he won't. I probably caught him off guard because he didn't expect someone to call that number. Let me see. So yeah, he's not answering. He just wanted to get off the phone, and he knew exactly what I was calling for, playing dumb. And then he has not responded to my messages at all. And then now it just hung up. So so he is about that bullshit. He didn't expect me to call, so he didn't want to just hang up in my face. So he just played it off like he didn't know anything about what I was talking about. So yeah, that's that. So there's really not an update on that. The manager of that hospital. Most likely I could change my number and call back another time, knowing me. But for now, that's about it, y'all. So let me read a few more comments and then I'm going to get out of here. Yeah, I hope the family sues Cabovillas and the Cabo 6. Me too. PM channel. I hope the family sues Cabovillas because I feel they have their own videos of certain things that happened that they are not releasing to protect their image. You know what? I doubt they would tamper with evidence, right? But oh, that's actually a good thing to think about. Like, since they are hiding stuff, no telling what they might be doing. Interesting perspective. I really hope that a lot of things are not really messed up for this case. I hope the crime scene was really thoroughly investigated. I just hope that if there are cameras that nothing is tampered with, I just really hope that things are not messed with, you know, because there's a lot of people like deleting things and just doing too much, doing too much. Thank you, Dani Mods in chat. Yeah, thank you, Mods, for helping out and posting the links. Let's see. Let me read a couple more comments. Yeah, Unicorn, you have to catch the replay. I discussed like different topics today. Let's see. Hey Val. Yeah, make sure y'all just subscribe to Evangelist Val and Conversations and Inspiration. So subscribe to her channel. Mods, can you post the link to Evangelist Val channel, please? Yeah, subscribe to her channel. She's almost at 1,000 subscribers, so make sure you check out her channel and subscribe to it. Let's see. Yeah, so make sure you hit that like button on your way out so this video gets into the algorithm. Yeah. So thank you for hitting that like button on your way out. Any more comments? Let's see. Yeah, so let me go ahead and get off here because I need to gather up an email. I need to get an email address out because when I send out an email, usually it can help pick up more signatures because people remember the petition and they try to share it with people. PM channel says luxury villas and they have no security cameras. Actually, I think that some might actually have it on the outside, and also some actually have on-site security and on-site staff. So some villas actually have like security actually in the villa, and then staff too, but not this one. But there is security in the area because the reason I say that is because one of the guests that stayed at Villa Linda said that there was security in the area, and then they knocked on their door saying it was being too loud or whatever. So, and then Cabovillas responded and said the security in that area is strict. But they took down their reviews now. So when you go to their website, they took that down. But we already had recorded it or screenshot it. Over here, they may not tamper with it, but in Mexico, they never know. Yeah, I hope not. Like, that really makes me sad to think that things could be tampered with or not done properly, as we have already seen. So we don't know what they did. Police came when they came to the scene. If they came there and treated it as an accident, I don't know what they did compared to coming to a crime scene and treating it as a crime or violence. If they came there thinking it's only alcohol poisoning or something, they might have done something differently. We won't know until we get the documents and reports. I really hope they didn't let Shanquella and her family down like that. Same. I know that no one can give me information from a hospital on a patient. I know that. And actually, I don't even know the full laws in Mexico. But I do know that I already talked to Dr. Valaro, and then a lot of things are only given to the family of someone. The reason for calling the manager is to apply pressure on them to fire Dr. Kevorkian. So I hope people understand that the meaning of that is for her to get fired. I know they're not going to give me information. And actually, when I called, I specifically said general questions. The questions I said were general. That means that it can apply to anybody. It doesn't have to be for this particular situation. However, they don't want to answer the questions because they know it can apply to Shanquella. So when I call, I try to stick to general questions a lot of times. Okay, I'm back. Making Christmas cookies with the wee one. I heard that Winter's mother is an evangelist or something. As far as the Cabo 6, I try to stick to just the Cabo 6. Now, sometimes I might be minding my business, being nosy, and I might look on pages, but I try not to go to the other people, with the exception of Alice's sister, and that's only because she was actually a victim of domestic violence. So that became more of like it was already in the news. But anyone else, I try not to get on to the family, because sometimes you might have a family member that did something, but it doesn't really mean that you are involved, unless you involve yourself and you start coming out, seeing things and getting on social media and saying this and that, then you involve yourself. Other than that, you're not really responsible for what a family member does. But the Cabo 6, I definitely have posted their tea and business. Okay, tribal. Yes, that's what we understood you to say, Dani. You weren't asking for anyone's medical information. Yeah. Another violation of HIPAA. I'm not trying to, I don't know what the term is in Mexico, but I have been told by Dr. Valaro certain things. So that will be, I know that already. And I specifically said general questions. Yeah, good point, Unicorn. The killers already tampered with the crime scene. Yeah, before the police were called and before the maid even came, decided something. The maid came to clean too. So if the maid, if it's true that she was in the bathroom, right, and the maid found her in the bathroom, that means that the maid probably was already cleaning the room before the bathroom. That's a good thing to think about. But yeah, they probably did some cleaning up themselves, and then they had the maid come behind them and clean too. And if they had Lucy, remember the review said that Lucy person comes like in the afternoon. Wow. So I'm just getting off now because I'm getting sad now thinking about how things unfolded and how key things could have been messed up or contaminated, etc. All right, y'all. I will talk to y'all later. Bye. The maid still not 100% convinced that's who found her. I really wouldn't be surprised if the maid did find her, because there is in different articles, and different reviews, they did mention a maid and how thorough she was and how she came. One person said how she came on time, mentioned afternoons. And also on their listing, they do have a maid that comes Monday through Saturday, though she doesn't come Sunday. So there is a maid, but I do think that the maid found her, but only because they put her there. So what I will do is, since I already went over like the different like timelines of events, but all my timeline is like through all my videos. Like all my videos are like long videos because I'm looking into things. So what I'm going to do is I need to actually put everything into one video and like summarize it. And I do believe that there was a maid that came in the afternoon named Lucy. And I think that would be the one, if that's not her, but that came in the afternoon, and she found the body where they propped her up at. I think that the maid came and saw her in the bathroom because she went in there to clean, and they had her propped up on the toilet. They knew that the maid would come because they have the itinerary, they have the scheduling, so they knew the maid was coming. Okay. Yeah, that's let's see. Thanks. This is a live comment. Thanks. Appreciate all your research. This case has seemed to sorrow the national. Wait, this case has seemed to sorrow the nation. Prayerfully, clarity will be brought to family in the world soon. May was not mentioned in a police report as far as I could tell. And that police report is another thing because remember the police report came from Gerardo. He only had like a pitch, like he only had like it wasn't the official police report. Remember Dr. Villaro said we need the official police report. And it didn't mention the maid, but the thing is there is a maid that comes there Monday through Saturday. And most people that do housekeeping and services, they don't come late because usually they come in the day or early because they need to make sure that you have the room clean. They need to make sure that you have new towels or need anything like they need to fix or anything in the morning. So usually maid service comes at least before noon most of the time or before 1. They don't come late. And then actually some of the villas have like on-site maid. And then, like, I actually talked to a concierge, Angel. And when I was talking to Angel, he thought that I was a guest at a villa. I wasn't a guest, obviously. And he thought I was a guest. And I said something about the maid. He said the maid is already there. And that was like, I think 8 o'clock in the morning. So their maids come early, I believe. Yeah. I surely doubt that. I heard that there was a woman from the Cabo 6 that went to the rally, and I doubt that. No, that would have been like everywhere. I doubt any of the Cabo 6 will step 1 foot close to where the family is right now. So many discrepancies. It's hard to keep straight. Exactly. Not everyone has the heart and justices. It takes a certain type of person to say the least. Exactly. Sounding like all parties of interest, concluding the 6, the doctor said, and some staff. Wait, let's see. Sounding like all parties of interest, including the 6, the doctor, and some hotel staff. All right, y'all. Bye. Yes, let's read this comment. It says, enjoy the rest of your Sunday, everyone. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. If you haven't already, please sign and share the petition. Change.org/Shanquella. Okay, Unicorn, you're making me sad to even think about that. The maid cleaned and they cleaned. All right, y'all. Bye.